Hello ladies and gentlemen, this marks the first video of the new series Livin La Vida Loca. This first episode, as I said in the little new series announcement video, will start with Timber. I would just like to say beforehand that personally I say Timber works best with damage clans like the Junta and Fang Pai. Though he is useful in any deck because, one more damage is going to be brilliant. Plus, it's an extra damage that copy up damage can't copy. But as I also said in the series announcement video, this will be looking at the leaders with the clans that people imagine them to be in, and a lot of people see Timber as this feral roots man. So we are playing with a roots deck with Timber, and we're in Fight Club because it's T2, and to toot my own horn, I am feeling pretty confident. Now this is, oh great, 124, there goes my confidence. This is how things are going to work. There will be 4 matches. I shall try to focus on the leader, though he will not show up half the time. Hopefully Timber will show up in one of these matches so it's easier for me to talk about it. Now, I think giving you Timber on your level 5 is... it's not the worst move in the world, but I'd rather you get one-trick ponies out of the way so you're not disappointed at later levels. I personally say switch the levels of which you get Vansar and Timber around, and I would be a happier bunny. Now, I think I'll play Willow, because we will SOA that SOA, and life will be happy, and that is actually quite I would say as a damage reduction deck right there. Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to full pill there. But, let's see. Let's go with Tuck. Just there, we'll do that. I actually know a couple bills on there. But yeah, swap round Timber and Vansar, and yeah, I would be a much happier bunny. Because Timber he's brilliant with damage clans, he's brilliant with any deck because he brings that 1 more damage. He makes cards that wouldn't necessarily be threatening by themselves that little bit more threatening. He can bring 8 damages to 9, stuff like that. He makes cards that are 1 damage away from a 1-hit KO into 1-hit KO machines. I can kind of understand why he's only... is he 6'6"? I can kind of understand why he's only a 6'6", because he immediately becomes a 6'7". And he really helps anyone that is in the same deck as him. Which is also why I've not... I don't feel I'm too hindered in using the roots with him, because the roots with that SOA also get, big, oh yeah, oh come on, yes! Just use Simeon. It does not matter who you play. I'm just gonna play Simeon. Simeon. So even with your extra... yeah, please don't time out. I actually want to... hit you with Simeon. Yeah. That's got me thinking there's 2 lumberjacks in my deck. Just randomly. Oh, please. Timber had better turn up in my in the next match, because then it'll be easier to talk about him. Because I want to talk about artwork as well. He's I think it's brilliant how he just goes from this whole just rugged and burly to I am really feral and I am going to hit everyone. It's just, he has that, I guess he has that visual appeal as well. I wouldn't say he has the most appealing artwork of the leader clans, but he I personally think he does have some pretty good artwork at the time that the leaders were released, because let's not forget that the leaders were released pretty early. I'm not sure if they were all released at the same time. This is research I really should have done, but we've got like another 9 episodes of this stuff. And let's click fight now again and see who we end up against, and hopefully we'll see Timber and I can actually say some stuff about him. So we got Roots again. Right, here we go. Yeah, he was a 6-6, I was right. I feel like I see I'm at the stage now where I feel if I say anything else I'm just going to repeat myself, but it just makes it twice as true then, because he really does help everyone out. It's just a shame that his stats aren't as epic as his ability is. Let's see what we've got. There, all the characters in Timber's team win 1 damage point. You know, that's another thing, obvious point, but I haven't said it yet. It really helps against damage reducers, because it is an extra point of damage which you don't have to spend. Okay, I guess you could say the space in your deck, if you're playing a T1 that isn't restricted by yellow, like if you're playing you know, like that, I guess you could say that the space in your deck is the price you pay, but I would happily pay, like, I would happily sacrifice another 5-star to just get extra damage in. It's like, Timber has won me so many matches, and when my opponents had him, has just caught me off guard so many times, it's not funny, and I should actually play something, so I'm going to play Willow. If I end up winning, then I don't have to suffer through Leela's defeat. So this is the only disadvantage of doing it like actually playing matches, because with Legends in their own right I'd spend about 1, 2, maybe even 3 minutes talking about each legendary in the video, and I've got to try and cover 10-20 minutes depending on how quick these matches go. I guess Timber's like a nice throwaway, really. I mean, say like you've got SOA, it's not like you're wasting him, because his ability just surges through the entire match. But then I guess you could say that about a lot of leaders. I do like the fact that they are abilities that can't be stopped, which is nice, and that they do last the entire match. Okay, you could say that Arbor's doesn't last the entire match as such, but you know, it's not like, oh, let's throw an SOA against Arbor. Oh no, she's still got 3 extra power. Oh no. I've had people blooming overkill with Timber and Kolos. It's like, oh no, 12 damage isn't enough, I'm going to do 13. I've seen people overkill with Timber and Dante. Not Dante, Dakota. There isn't a Dante in UR. There should be. But yeah, it's like, oh, you've stopped. I've now got 10. Now I'm on 12. Now I'm on 14. 15. I was when that happened to me, I hadn't actually been recording. And when I mean recording, I mean I hadn't actually been making these videos when it happened to me a long time ago. And that was stupid. But hey, what you gonna do? I didn't think he'd try and go for the KO because he couldn't poison me. Actually, no, if he couldn't poison me, of course he'd try and go for the KO. Duh. Right, so definitely using Roots again. Okay, I am pretty happy that we have Roots right here, because your ability scares me, your ability scares me, your ability scares me, and you just scare me all over, but you're still a nice lad. Just play Willow. There we go. This is actually my first time using Willow, and I know a lot of people are disappointed because She didn't get through to the final of Miss Clint City. She's too treeified and weird for me. I know I'm supposed to be focusing on Timber, but I am so much happier about Miss Clint City. I mean, this whole final thing. The only one I have a problem with is Madeline, because of pupophilia and pedophilia, which is the of puppets and dolls. But she's not gonna win. Team Derby Queen all the way. Okay, let's see who we have here. That's another thing about Timber. When you go in for the one pill, like if they'd have played Harvey now, I'd have probably played Gina. And if they'd okay, it doesn't really matter because Harvey would have won anyway. But say Gina would have ended up against someone who had maybe, like, let's say Slimon. Because of the star count, it's just nice that he can help you get a sneaky little damage in when a pill stalemate goes your way, and I could not have gone any more confusing in how I worded that. Come on, Tuck, it's not like you can one-hit KO me. No, it's not like you can KO me anyway, not really one hit when we were in round 2. Yeah. He also makes KOs easier. I just keep coming up with things for Timber, don't I? He's a good leader, but he's not the best leader. I'm just going to say that. I will say when their episode comes who I think the best leader is, and I'm going to say right now, it's not Ambra. I do like using Ambra, but I don't think she's the best one. On a list of, if I was to make a list of 10, Timber would probably be about 4th or 5th. That's all I'm going to say. He'd be around the mids. He won't be right at the top, but he won't be right at the bottom. He'd be around the mids in terms of usefulness, but that's just me. That is just me, okay? Come on. Ugh. Choco. Oh, you thought I was gonna go for the win. Choco man. I don't want to be a Choco man. Yeah, that doesn't really matter. Yeah, you do get the 8 power, but Timber is so gonna dominate you. I wonder how big he gets. He looks like he gets pretty big if that tree looks so small there. Yeah! Was that match number 3? I think that was match number 3. Okay, one more match. And let's see if we can find something new to say about Timber that I haven't said before. Oh, don't like your icon. It looks painful. Oh, someone's done what I did. Oh, we haven't got Timber. Oh, never mind. But as I was going to say, someone's done what I did with dual mode recently. Just made a deck, a random rainbow deck out of pills manipulators. Oh, I feel so sorry for them right now. I'm kind of glad I started doing this series when Joe was out, because I saw that pills mission, just thought, oh yeah, Roots is just gonna destroy you. Well, not destroy you, but destroy your abilities. And hello, we have Burdock. Hi, Burdock. How's it going? We have a leader who gives 1 extra damage. We have a leader that gives 3 extra power. Well, on a team thing. we have a leader who gives 1 extra power, sorta, because he has a minimum of 5. Well, it's not so much as increasing power, it's more decreasing their power. What I was going to say was, why don't we have a leader that increases both? I don't think that would be too overpowered. Or would it? Well, since we're talking about leaders in this series, that's something I'd like to bring up. Would a leader that adds 1 extra power as well as 1 extra damage be too overpowering? A lot of people say Umbra is overpowered and hers is courage, which means you don't get. Could you? How overpowered would that be if Thingamabob Umbra was all the time? Seriously. Oh, I had the feeling you'd do that, but then you can't really knock me out with your others, can you? No. Go Chakra. Doesn't really matter when I play it because you don't have a bonus, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, but that would really be overpowered though if Umbra was like, oh wait, why am I asking this when I could save it for the Umbra video? Ah well, I have loads to say on Umbra, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just surprised at how well we're doing with or without Timber. And I almost said with or without Tino then for some really weird reason. I had the horrible feeling that was going to go to random then. Come on. But yeah, just to recap, Timber is useful in all sorts of situations. Sneaky extra damage when you went on a pill stalemate, easier KOs, helping characters who are just 1 hit away from a KO. I wouldn't say this one's useful, but it's more for gloaty purposes if you really want to rub it into an opponent with a 1-hit KO. But that's not what I do, that's what people have done to me. It's just a shame that his stats don't reflect his epic ability, but he really does truly help out everyone, and not just the damage heavy clans like Junta and Fang Pai. And if I'm correct, that is the end of, well, that is the 4 matches. So I shall see you next time for the next episode of Livin La Vida Loca, where we will be looking at Fansar in the Lost Warehouse. Goodbye.